into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the UTEP Miners and the Sam Houston State Bearcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. So UTEP's offense will have the ball first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll be brought down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Pressure coming. Gonna try to get it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Now to guide the attack, Landon Locke. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Here's Brown to begin the drive. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Reed. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But he does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barry Johnson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give out of the gun. be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's locked. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. And off to Jones. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Got a little grass. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Jones. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air, it's Colson. Makes the grab, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Miners with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UTEP! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll give it on the counter. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Luck. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers. And defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
The option, he'll keep it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
With the catch, it's Reed. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got it behind the line. It's O'Neal. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Colson. Here comes the heat. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. The numbers sometimes can be telling, but I'm not sure how to view these stats and get a great read on the game so far. I do know this. The team that does a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half has the best chance of coming out on top. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Miners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, in this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Makes the catch. It's O'Neal. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Bearcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grabbed behind the line. It's O'Neal. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Spins away from the defense. There's a crease. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Again, it's Brown. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to throw, it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! That one will give them the lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. And it's their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Wants to throw. It's Colson. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Tight end finds a soft spot. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Miners will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. My goodness, he unloads on that one. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Luck. Pocket breaking down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
And back to the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Finding some room. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Brown again. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Bearcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads quickly. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A give to Brown. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And the quarterback takes a knee.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th and 3rd down and goal situation.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.